Hello everyone, this is Shivani Vyas. Welcome to Magic Media Guru channel. Today, MMG had the opportunity to speak to London-based actress Oznur Cifci, who will be the lead actress in Cambodia film's forthcoming productions Crushed Wings.
My name is Oznur Cifci and I've just been attached to Crushed Wings project as Ria, and I'm very excited because I have a personal interest in this topic.
Why do you have a personal interest in the Crushed Wings project?
I'm not a victim of FGM, nor am I a victim of domestic violence or, forced marriages, and I'm very lucky for that. But I have a vested interest in making sure that, as actors, as creatives, that we have a responsibility. I think we have a responsibility to society to make sure that, any issues that we see, that we can address.
Why do you think that movies are the best way to address these issues?
Because movies are such a great way to lose yourself, to enjoy your time, to spend your own spare time. So many, it encapsulates so many lives and everybody watches a film. And it's very important to also use that not only just entertainment but informative. Unfortunately, not everybody, watches not everybody will watch a documentary, not everybody will try and learn more things or try and get more knowledge on what might be going on in the world. And with something like this, with female genital mutilation, or what's also known as female circumcision, not many people care because it's not in their lives, or they don't think it's surrounding them. But unfortunately, these issues are real. They're not just going on in India and Pakistan, in Africa. They're going on everywhere in the world. They are going on in America, in the UK, and we have to make sure that we give these people a voice.
What was your first reaction when you first found out about this project?
When I first found out about the project, this was in 2015. My instinct was just to congratulate Lilith on doing a project that's so important, addressing something so important, and then of course giving a voice to all of these girls out there. Forced marriage is something that we all know about, but even that in itself, it might not be physical pain like the FGM causes or the domestic violence causes, but the emotional pain to force someone to marry someone, especially at these young ages, these poor girls who maybe just come into their periods, having to be forced to be someone's wife, to bear a child. It's unacceptable.
Do you think FGM is a religious or a cultural practice?
These are things that just sieve down through culture. They're something that exists for hundreds and hundreds of years, because back in the day they use it as a means of control, they use it as a means of force, obedience. These aren't, none of it is written in any sort of religious textbook. It's not written in Islam. A lot of the people who do practice it might be Muslim women, but it's not written in Islam. So it's not a religious thing. It's as much as they try and attach it, it's more of a cultural thing. It's more of where you live and how people perceive you and the rights that are given to you when after you perform such an act.
How did you feel when you first met Mr. Lalit Busad?
Today was our first meeting in person. So I'm from London and Lilith's from Birmingham, so I'm very grateful he came down to London, and it was our first meeting. And even though it was our first meeting, we'd spoken about the project so much that we both, I think we knew each other in a weird level. We kind of knew what was going on. We knew what we expected from this meeting, and I didn't expect him to turn around and accept me as Ria. I'm very, very, very chuffed and forever grateful for this role and this opportunity to portray someone as powerful and strong as Ria.
What is the story of Crushed Wings?
Obviously now I know the story, and I don't want to ruin it for anyone, but it's very touching. It's by no means a comic or a light or an easy watch, and that's exactly the whole point. These issues shouldn't be made to be funny. These issues shouldn't be made light of. They are very, very, very disturbing issues, and I think that's one of the main aims of that project, is to bring it out there how traumatic, how disturbing, how hard life is for these people, and by none of their choice. They don't choose it. Some people might choose it in terms of, in order to not disobey their families, but is that really a choice? is any of this really, you know, when you're stuck in these cultures, do you really have a choice? For instance, if you're marrying someone just so that your family doesn't get ashamed of you, did you choose that marriage, or did you have to marry that person? You know, all of these questions, all of these issues, the forcing girls to get, you know, female circumcision without even telling them that it's going to happen, to just for them to just realise it's happening and not have a voice. These things shouldn't be going on today, and you know, these are some very, very key issues that will be addressed in the film. And I'm very excited because, you know, it's, as I mentioned, I personally believe that as filmmakers and artists we have a duty to society to raise issues now and again. And this is one issue that's never been raised, or it has been raised before. Pardon me, it has been raised before, but it's not been raised enough. It's not spoken about enough. So hopefully, through Crushed Wings, we can start a discussion on FGM. We can start a global discussion on how common it is, and then from that we can educate the new generations, because we can't educate the older generations. We can't do that. We can't educate people who've already got their own opinions, who already have a certain way of thinking, believing, seeing life. But what we can do is we can sculpt the future, and we can educate the generations coming so that they don't accept what their parents are teaching them, so that they don't just blindly keep traditions going without questioning it.
Thank you so much, Oznur, for giving your precious time to Magic Media Guru. It was great talking to you. All the best wishes to you, Mr. Lalit Bhusal, and entire team of Crushed Wings. We hope your movie is going to get great success. To know more about this project, please visit website www.crushedwings.org, and please don't forget to share and like Facebook page www.facebook.com/crushedwings. And guys, meanwhile, please don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Your support is our strength. Thank you so much for watching our video. Lots of love, stay blessed, take care.